107 Tire and Service Center, we pride ourselves on being professional and reliable while giving you an honest service at an affordable price. From alternators, brakes, and computer diagnostics to motors and transmissions. Most repairs come with a 12-month and 12,000-mile warranty on parts and labor. Need tires? We have those too. Major brands such as Cooper, Hankook, Michelin, and more. We are a family-owned, operated business located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Chuckey, Tennessee. Call or stop by today for a quote or repair. 423-620-4970.
At Carrier, we've always understood the unique challenges of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning in healthcare settings. And since inventing modern air conditioning in the early 1900s, we've continued to create innovative solutions to overcome them. How do we do that? By looking at air differently. From integrated HVAC system design and optimization to control and service, our experts can help you see innovative ways to improve air quality throughout your facility. It's a process that allows you to see even greater benefits, like meeting specific air and ventilation requirements to manage infection control, and enhancing health and comfort through more localized control of air temperature and ventilation, both of which can yield increased patient satisfaction scores, and even improve staff productivity. So whether you need HVAC solutions for new construction, replacements, or temporary supply, turn to the experts at Carrier. We'll work with you to provide an optimized continuum of air for your continuum of care. For more information about our products, resources, and services, and to connect with your local expert, visit carrier.com/healthcare.
We take many precautions to stay protected. Online protection requires the same amount of precaution. Cybercrime is a $6 trillion industry. Roughly 158 people fall victim to this type of crime every second, and a business will be compromised every 11 seconds. In the last 3 years alone, the number of malicious websites has increased by 130%. Bottom line, you need protection from someone you trust. Call Computer Pros for protection plans as low as $4 a month.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any CoolRay, Bight Box, or Mr. Plumber service.
With the Buttkicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Buttkicker, the future is feeling.
Incorporated, they've strived for over 35 years to make their name stand out in great customer service and quality work. They know the two go hand in hand. Without the support of Southern Delaware, they could not continue to grow and provide the services they do today. Their welders have many years of experience and are certified in both structural steel and pipe. They're committed to getting the job done right, and that's what makes the difference. Marvels looks forward to working with you and thanks you for the opportunity to show you how they strive to be Southern Delaware's #1 welding shop. Marvels Portable Welding. Find them on Facebook.
Get the most horsepower from your great engine with Fabrication Headers and Exhaust. Fabrication Headers and Exhaust is an official partner of the American Crate All-Star Series and used by winning racers such as Dylan Brown, Logan Robertson, Carson Ferguson, Christian Hanger, Cody Overton, and Eli Beats. Fabrication Headers and Exhaust, just a click of a mouse away at profabrication.com. Quality that wins. Get yours at profabrication.com.
Hello, my name is Benny Boudreau and I created the Springrithm app. The Springrithm app allows someone who doesn't have access to a Spring Smasher to be able to set their car up to their manufacturer's suggested install loads and center to centers, as well as be able to figure out their dynamic loads, as well as make adjustments to them to make their handling of their car better. For someone who does have a Spring Smasher, Springrithm will greatly reduce the amount of time to figure out those new stack setups by allowing for instantaneous spring rate changes as well as load changes. Springrithm will even make sure that your setup doesn't coil bind at the loads that you're trying to hit. For only $4.99 a month, you too can have access to the same information that top late model teams across the country are using to gain a competitive advantage.
The following is a special presentation of the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, exclusively on the Turn 3 Racing Network, your home for everything e-speed.
Welcome in here, race fans, tonight to the Bristol Motor Speedway. It is the clash at the Coliseum. Tonight, the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, presented by ShowMeDirt.com, hits the track here tonight. And these drivers come in here to round number 8 on the season, looking to knock Chase Wascom and Tater Williams off the top of the reins here tonight. Which one of these drivers will take the top spot? Because we talk about Tater Williams and Chase Wascom, and they've been on a hot tear as of late. There's only 10 points separating them in the points championship here. When you look at all the stats between the top twos, they combine for 6 wins, over 12 top 5s. And then it's going to be 15 top 10s they combine for, 6 heat race wins. It is just an absolutely slugfest stat-wise at the top, with just 10 points separating the two. Brandon Combs is third in the championship standings coming into the night, with Brandon Bender right behind him. Brandon Marlowe, the Brandons are wild once again inside the top 5. Dylan Hutchinson, then it's going to be Justin Glenhill. Cody Terry, it's going to be Brian Hacker, who's on his honeymoon, and then Josh Myers rounds out the top 10 here in our points championship battle coming into this evening. We are getting ready to go heat racing here tonight at Bristol. There's no concrete here. Well, I guess there really is. It's just underneath that old, beautiful red clay down there in Tennessee. As you can see, the track's going to reset here, and we are going to get ready to go racing in our first heat race tonight, brought to us by 946 Designs. This is how the starting lineup will look for that. Of course, the starting lineup here tonight is brought to us by Damion Patton Real Estate. We got to thank Damion for his continued support here with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. Starting on the front row, the driver of the 00. He hails out of Greenville, Tennessee. It's the Longhorn chassis. Kenyon Racing, Reed's Ranch Podcast. This is Dustin Kenyon. Starting outside of him, car number 16. He hails out of Illinois. It's the Rocket XR1 chassis, Air Safe Evolution Bodies. Number 16 of Dave Wadsager. Cody Terry driving car number 25 here tonight. The driver out of North Carolina driving the Rocket XR1 chassis, Spencer Boyd LLC. Number 25, Cody Terry will roll off third. Jacob Laster driving car number 51 here tonight. The driver out of Tennessee. The Rayburn chassis, Milner Media Designs entry goes fourth. Cody Early in the 3E entry will roll off from the 5th position. Out of Greenville, Tennessee, the Warrior Bass Pro Shops Food City entry 3E will be shotgun to the field here tonight. Cars are already out onto the speedway taking their parade laps here tonight. You talk about one of the wildest tracks. We've been to Weedsport, we've been to Williams Grove, but we have not been here to the Bristol Motor Speedway ever with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. So it's the first annual race here tonight, and these drivers want to put themselves in the record book to say they won the first race, whether it's the heat race or the feature event later presented by ShowMeDirt.com. These drivers want it right now. So who will pick up the first heat race here tonight? What do you say, race fans? You think Cody Early's going to come from the 5th position up here tonight to win? What do you think about Dave Wadsager? He's on a little rough start to his season. Or maybe Jacob Laster will rebound here tonight and put that Milner Media and Designs number 51 into victory lane. iRacing.com pace truck down off the racing surface. Put 8 laps the distance on the board. And here we go, race fans. 5 cars, 8 laps the distance. Heat race number 1 underway. It's the 946 Designs heat race number 1. And they are not going to waste any time. 3 wide down the back straightaway. And a little contact there. It looked like Cody Terry had to pull back the reins of his number 25. That rocket chassis was hooked up to the bottom side, but the 00 of Dustin Kenyon took the spot. The battle for the race lead is on down the back straightaway. Car number 16 of Dave Wadsager has the top spot, but that 51 out of Tennessee would love to have it as the Cody Early machine trying to make a move also back here for the 4th position. So Cody Early down to the bottom with the 3E. Oh, he'll hit a little bit of a slick patch there. He will fall back. He will now go single file, and he'll fall back about a half second off the back of the number 25 of Cody Terry. So the Cody and Cody show out back. Up front, though, don't tell Jacob Laster how many laps there are because he wants to go to the front right now. He does not want to waste any time. You see the groove starting to move up the track already here in heat race number 1. Wadsager continuing to lead the way. Right on board with our CoolRay onboard bar camera. Wide open is Dave Wadsager right now as he works down the back straightaway. Some beautiful shots here at Bristol presented by CoolRay. 3 to go at the line. 3 laps to go, and everybody has pretty much just minded their own P's and Q's here. Nobody has jumped out of line here tonight. This time by the popsicle sticks for heat race number 1 are up into the air. 1 more mile of racing, and no big slide that time. A little bit of a wiggle off the corner there for Dave Wadsager. Jacob Lassiter still hanging to the back bars of that car. It'll be the white flag this time by heat race number 1 coming to a conclusion. Will it be Dave Wadsager picking up his first heat race win of the season? Let's see if Lassiter's going to pull the slide job down here at 3 and 4. He goes straight to the top. Kenyon going to go to the bottom. It's going to be Dave Wadsager coming out of turn number 4 to pick up first heat race here of the night. It's going to be Wadsager, Lassiter, Cody Terry, Dustin Kenyon, and Cody Early. So Dave Wadsager picking up a heat race win here with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series presented by ShowMeDirt.com and the 946 Designs heat race number 1. Coming up next, heat race number 2 will start to take to the grid here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's take you down to look at your Damion Patton Real Estate starting lineup, and this is how they will go for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 on the front row, driving car number 28 out of Holt Summit, Missouri, the Rocket XR1 chassis. Justin Sick, Iracing Photos entry. This is the 28 of Brandon Combs, the Combs cut entry. Driving car number 86, it's making his first start. This is going to be Kobe Horner, driving car number 86 here tonight, making his first start with the tour. Driving car number 41, this is the driver out of Illinois, the Rocket XR1 chassis. Houston Hallway House. This is going to be Brian Bowl. Starting in the number 28, here he is. This is the driver, the Rocket XR1 chassis entry of Dylan Hutchinson. Starting in the 5th position, he drives car number 37, hails out of Dexter, Missouri. This is Brandon Marlowe. That is your 5-car starting lineup here. Heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 brought to us by Justin Sick, iRacing Photos. If you're in the market for a great-looking iRacing photo, maybe you're getting some custom cornhole boards. I said custom cornhole boards. That's because, well, we just got some here for the Turn 3 Racing Network, and we had Justin Sick take a couple of the photos for us, and they came out absolutely beautiful. Look Look over onto the Turn 3 page tomorrow to possibly catch an awesome glimpse of those when they're in action up at the Pocono International Raceway. But right now, we're getting ready. Heat race number 2 out here tonight, presented by Justin Sick Iracing Photos. Let's see, as they come down here into the restart zone, and a little bumping and banging there by Horner and Combs. They make a little contact, and it is actually going to be that 28 down to the bottom side, but we've seen the outside be dominant in heat race number 1. The Combs cut number 28 and has the bottom side of the speedway, that Rookie of the Year candidate, and he is going to get a little sideways there. Here comes the teammate, the number 28 of Dylan Hutchinson. The 28s are side by side right now, as they got the 86 of Horner out front. Oh, and more contact there. Marlowe and Combs made a little contact, and here comes Marlowe to the outside. He will take that spot. Combs will now go high, wide, handsome, and he's going to join the parade on the high line. That is where the groove has already moved to. See one car down to the bottom there. That's car number 41. Driver out of Illinois, taking that Rocket XR1 chassis down to the bottom side of the speedway. A lot of Rockets here tonight at Bristol. Seeing if they can find the sweet spot on these chassis tonight. 5 laps to go. It'll be 4 this time by at the line. Every lap here in heat race number 2 has been led by the driver of that 86 entry here tonight. Here, Messi is just flat out holding it pinned wide open here tonight. You got to have a really good motor program to be able to just hold her, hang her wide open. Went down to the Action Track Raceway in Kutztown, Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago when the sprint cars were in town, and I got to talk to owner-driver combination who ran down at the Bristol Motor Speedway with their late model, and they said absolutely it was terrifying to listen to the motor scream the high RPMs. As you see that 37 of Marlowe, he's going to try to make a move down to the bottom side here on Dylan Hutchinson. Can he make it work? A little slide out of the corner. White flag going to be up. They're going to be side by side at the start-finish line for second. White flag into the air. Here is Horner's trying to pick up his first ever heat race win of his career. He'll go to the bottom side, protect the slider line, as Colby Horner will come across the line. It'll be Hutchinson, Marlowe, Combs, and Brian Ball coming back there into that 5th position. So Horner picks up a heat race win. A rookie showing that he's got some speed. Heat race number 3, already jumping the gun. 4 cars onto the grid here for heat race number 3. Of course, heat race number 3 brought to us by our friends over at Torque Graphics. If you want to get out there and look your best, like some of these pro late model Dirt Series drivers, look no further than Torque Graphics. This is your Damion Patton Real Estate starting lineup. Starting on the front row, he drives car number 48P, the driver that drives the Dark Horse, D&M Coating, J and J Racing. This is John Talkington. Starting behind him, driving car number 9. This is going to be Todd Ricker. Todd drives car number 9, the Aftershock entry. He'll start second. Starting third here tonight, he drives car number 15. Driving the MB Customs chassis, Milner Media and Design, Turn 3 Racing Network number 15. This is Chase Wascom, your defending series champion. He'll roll off back there in P number 3. Starting fourth on the grid here tonight, it's his rival. This is Tater Williams, drives car number 182. Driver out of Kentucky, the Longhorn Bangin' Motorsports entry of Tater Williams. 4 cars on the grid. 4 cars will take the green here tonight in heat race number 3. All cars are out there on the speedway. You see all 4 of them. I bet this one we're going to see one heck of a show, race fans. When you put Tater Williams and Chase Wascom at the top of the championship standings coming into the night, and you say, well, let's put them in the same race here, a heat race. Everybody's going to make the show, so the gloves, I bet, are going to come off. Then you have John Talkington and Todd Ricker right out in front of them. Those 2 drivers know how to hold their own against these 2. So we'll see this time by. Put another 8 laps on the scoring pylon here, as we're getting ready to go. Been a lot of good racing so far here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Already 2 heat races. Dave Wadsager and Colby Horner picking up those heat race wins. Green flag up into the air and a little slow start by the inside lane there. Your race leader there of John Talkington. So Todd Ricker going to go up to the outside and he'll take the race lead. So he'll scrape the wall. Now here comes down to the inside. Here comes the Williams, the Tater. Tater Williams down to the bottom. He's going to look to try and make the bottom work for the first time here tonight. He will. He'll lead lap number 1. Tater going to start back there in P number 4 and is now taking the race lead. But here comes Ricker right back to the outside. Now he's got it wound up and rolling with that aftershock, or adrenaline shock, I actually think is what that sponsor is. I believe that's that brand new energy drink out there on the market now for all those young kids. Side by side, still down the back straightaway. Oh, Ricker faked like he was going to go down to the bottom side, and that made Tater think about where he was going to go. Chase Wascom is right there now, right on board with 107 Tire and Service Center on board here with Chase Wascom. See him down to the bottom, following that Longhorn chassis of Tater Williams. Of course, Tater having some new colors on the side of that. He's got combs cut back there on the back quarter panels, and that does not want to wrinkle that up. That's beautiful. Todd Ricker has led all but 1 lap here now as he's really started to get the outside. John Talkington has fallen back about, called a second off the race front. 3 laps to go this time by at the start-finish line. Todd Ricker, Tater Williams, Chase Wascom pretty much mix them up, shake them up, because here comes Chase Wascom. He'll now go to the bottom side of the speedway. Down into turn 3, he rolls the bottom. He's trying to keep that number 15 real smooth down on the bottom. A little bit of a slick patch off the exit of the corner. Popsicle sticks this time. Enters, puts that left front wheel right down there. Right down on the inside where the transitioning of that concrete banking is. That's underneath the good old dirt here tonight. White flags in the air. Will Todd Ricker be able to come back around here? Todd Ricker holds the outside. Chase Wascom still to the bottom side. Tater Williams is right there also. Here comes Tater. Final time down to the bottom side for Chase Wascom. Not going to be able to do it. Todd Ricker will pick up his first heat race of the season win. It'll be Ricker, Wascom, Williams, and Talkington for heat race number 3. So now it's time to go heat racing in our 4th heat race of the night. The Evolution Bodies heat race number 4. Starting grid brought to us by Damion Patton Real Estate. Let Damion make your future home your forever home. Starting lineup, here is car number 511. Justin Glenhill, the driver of that Rocket XR1. Exxon entry will roll off P number 1. Starting to his outside, driving car number 75. This will be the CoolRay, number 75 of Andy Piercefield. Starting back into the 3rd position, drives car number 18 out of Greenville, Tennessee, the Barry White chassis, Torque Graphics, Milner Media and Designs, number 18 of Josh Myers. Starting in the 4th position, he drives car number 22 here tonight, the driver Ella Minford, Ohio, the Swartz chassis, Stocker Hill Insurance, Vortex Wraps, number 22 of Brandon Bender. The Double B machine rolling off P number 4. Looks like we will get 1 scratch here in our heat race number 4 starting lineup. Looks like possibly 3 drivers make the call, and Josh Myers is not one of them. So 3 cars, 8 laps going to be the distance here for heat race number 4. Almost had to count there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Took the shoes off just for a minute. There you see that CoolRay number 75 of Andy Piercefield a couple weeks ago. I believe it was back at the Kokomo Speedway. Andy found the light pole down to the infield. Not where he wanted to put that CoolRay carrier 75, but he's got it straightened back out, and it's a beautiful number 75. Of course, we got to thank CoolRay for being part of the program here with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. We thank them for their continued support. ShowMeDirt.com, race fans, is your place to see photos, videos from dirt tracks in the Southwest. out in Missouri. Also, if you're at an event and you'd like to get in contact with them, reach them at showmedirt.com. Let them know you're out there and really enjoying what kind of promotion they put up. Put 8 laps on the board here, 3 cars on the speedway. Myers, remember, did not take to the grid here, so these 3 drivers will duke it out to see who can put their name on one of those 4 spots of the heat races tonight. Evolution Bodies heat race number 4, lap number 1, going to go to the 511, Justin Gledhill. Gledhill out front, and then it's going to be Piercefield and Bender back here, taking it out for that second position. So 22 down to the bottom side of the speedway. Brandon Bender getting a little out of shape. That Vortex Wraps entry. Very fast a couple weeks ago. Got to pick up a heat race win. Sits 4th in the points championship standings coming into the night. He's been able to pick himself up 3 top 5 so far this season. Very consistent driver, 6 top 10s, and picked up actually the total number of heat race wins that he went on. I believe it was 3 straight, was 3. Right now he's trying to pick up that second position as he looks to the inside a little bit with the nose. He'll show the nose to the 75 of Andy Piercefield to try and let him know that he is right there. Glenn Hill right now is your race leader, a little over 3/4 of a second out there. So he is there, but Brandon Bender down to the bottom. He'll hit a little bit of that apron down there for the asphalt side of things. Able to corral it with 2 laps to go. Still out front, your race leader right here as you see him. He'll come across the line. He'll pick up the white flag. So Justin Glenhill out for a Wednesday evening stroll here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Checker flag waving. Look at Brandon Bender trying to throw a slider down here. Last-ditch effort. He won't be able to pick it up. It'll be Justin Gledhill, Andy Piercefield, Brandon Bender, your top 3 drivers here. And that will conclude tonight's portion of our heat races here at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Clash at the Coliseum. Your feature event is coming up after this. These drivers will have a little bit of a warm-up session, get a feel for the track, and then we will go main racing here tonight. So race fans, just hang with us here as these drivers get out there, get themselves all situated with the track state, and then we will be right back here to the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, presented by ShowMeDirt.com.
At 107 Tire and Service Center, we pride ourselves on being professional and reliable while giving you an honest service at an affordable price. From alternators, brakes, and computer diagnostics to motors and transmissions, most repairs come with a 12-month and 12,000-mile warranty on parts and labor. Need tires? We have those too. Major brands such as Cooper, Hankook, Michelin, and more. We are a family-owned, operated business located at 6256 Irwin Highway, Chuckey, Tennessee. Call or stop by today for a quote or repair. 423-620-4970.
At Carrier, we've always understood the unique challenges of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning in healthcare settings. And since inventing modern air conditioning in the early 1900s, we've continued to create innovative solutions to overcome them. How do we do that? By looking at air differently. From integrated HVAC system design and optimization to control and service, our experts can help you see innovative ways to improve air quality throughout your facility. It's a process that allows you to see even greater benefits, like meeting specific air and ventilation requirements to manage infection control, and enhancing health and comfort through more localized control of air temperature and ventilation, both of which can yield increased patient satisfaction scores, and even improve staff productivity. So whether you need HVAC solutions for new construction, replacements, or temporary supply, turn to the experts at Carrier. We'll work with you to provide an optimized continuum of air for your continuum of care. For more information about our products, resources, and services, and to connect with your local expert, visit carrier.com/healthcare.
We take many precautions to stay protected. Online protection requires the same amount of precaution. Cybercrime is a $6 trillion industry. Roughly 158 people fall victim to this type of crime every second, and a business will be compromised every 11 seconds. In the last 3 years alone, the number of malicious websites has increased by 130%. Bottom line, you need protection from someone you trust. Call Computer Pros for protection plans as low as $4 a month.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today, we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any CoolRay, Bight Box, or Mr. Plumber service.
With the Buttkicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Buttkicker, the future is feeling.
Incorporated, they've strived for over 35 years to make their name stand out in great customer service and quality work. They know the two go hand in hand. Without the support of Southern Delaware, they could not continue to grow and provide the services they do today. Their welders have many years of experience and are certified in both structural steel and pipe. They're committed to getting the job done right, and that's what makes the difference. Marvels looks forward to working with you and thanks you for the opportunity to show you how they strive to be Southern Delaware's #1 welding shop. Marvels Portable Welding. Find them on Facebook.
Get the most horsepower from your great engine with Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust. Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust is an official partner of the American Crate All-Star Series and used by winning racers such as Dylan Brown, Logan Robertson, Carson Ferguson, Christian Hanger, Cody Overton, and Eli Beats. Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust, just a click of a mouse away at profabrication.com. Quality that wins. Get yours at profabrication.com.
Hello, my name is Benny Boudreau and I created the Springrithm app. The Springrithm app allows someone who doesn't have access to a spring smasher to be able to set their car up to their manufacturer's suggested install loads and center to centers, as well as be able to figure out their dynamic loads, as well as make adjustments to them to make their handling of their car better. For someone who does have a spring smasher, Springrithm will greatly reduce the amount of time to figure out those new stack setups by allowing for instantaneous spring rate changes as well as load changes. Springrithm will even make sure that your setup doesn't coil bind at the loads that you're trying to hit. For only $4.99 a month, you too can have access to the same information that top late model teams across the country are using to gain a competitive advantage.
The following is a special presentation of the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, exclusively on the Turn 3 Racing Network, your home for everything e-speed.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the last great Coliseum. It's the Clash at the Coliseum for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, presented by ShowMeDirt.com. These drivers right now finishing up their warm-up session. They just reworked the track, so a couple of the drivers got a little bit of extra laps in here tonight before we go racing for the 30-lap feature event. Let's head down, though, and check out our dreaded Dyer Trucking invert wheel to set the field here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. So the top 7 drivers here tonight will invert themselves, courtesy of our Dyer Trucking dreaded invert wheel here tonight. So your drivers like Dave Wadsager, Colby Horner, Todd Ricker, and Justin Glenhill, who picked up those heat race wins here tonight, they will go ahead and now start back there. 7th, 6th, 5th, and well, Justin's going to get lucky, and he'll just sit there in that 4th position where he was scheduled to roll off his entry here tonight. Race fans, before we start here tonight, we got to thank you all for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch the Pro Late Model Dirt Series here tonight. These drivers appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to watch them turn some laps here at the dirt track at Bristol, because these drivers have never been here before. We don't know what to expect once this track really starts to slick off in the 30-lap A main event. So keep your eyes glued right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network for all the great racing action for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, because, well, we're not quite over with the season yet. We talk about upcoming events. Well, we do have quite a few coming up here. We will head back up to the great state, the Keystone State, for Lernerville next week. Doubleheader for the Uncle Sam 25, and then the Freedom 100 from the Lernerville Speedway. We still have Kokomo, Volusia, Lanier, Eldora, Limaland, Charlotte, all coming up here. But it is time to light the fire here underneath these beasts, as this is your Damion Patton Real Estate starting lineup for your A main event. Starting on the front row, as this is telling me it will be Dave Wadsager. Looks like we didn't get the actual invert here tonight set up just right, but this is how we will roll them off. Dave Wadsager in car number 16 goes P number 1. Colby Horner in car 86 will roll off into the 2nd position. Todd Ricker in car number 9 will roll off 3rd. Justin Glenhill will roll off in the 4th position. And starting 5th will be the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. Dylan Hutchinson will roll off from the 6th position, as Chase Wascom will roll off 7th. 8th will go to Andy Piercefield. 9th will go to Cody Terry. Brandon Marlowe will roll off 10th. 11th will be Tater Williams with Brandon Bender in 12th. And 13th position here tonight will be Dustin Kenyon. Brandon Combs will go 14th. John Talkington 15th. And Josh Myers in the 16th starting position. 17th will go to the 3E of Cody Early, and Brian Wolves will start back there in position 18. And actually, race fans, I'm being told that they hit the wrong button down on the production truck. Actually, we did not have an invert here tonight at Bristol, so, well, oof, back down there in the production truck. But race fans, as the field begins to form up into the 4-wide salute, race fans, wherever you are, however you're watching us here tonight, this one is for you. We give you the stars and cars of the ShowMeDirt.com Pro Late Model Dirt Series here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, as they are 4 wide for all you race fans. It's one of the most beautiful sights in all of auto racing. 4 wide for the race fans here at Bristol that are tuning in. 18 cars strong, 4 wide abreast. Nothing gets better than late models on dirt when they assemble them 4 wide. The field will now reassemble back into the 2 wide formation, and we will kick things off here tonight for 30 laps in the A main event for the Clash at the Coliseum. I don't know about you race fans, but every Wednesday night I come here into the virtual Turn 3 Racing Network booth, and I get all sorts of jacked up and ready to go. It does look like the drivers will take their positions. As we will get ready to go racing here tonight. All drivers did make the call to the grid here tonight. So 18 cars will take the green flag. So get ready. Put 30 laps on the board. Let's fire them off. Next time by, it looks like. Now, Race Control did tell us we did get the official 1 lap to go, so we will now go. Glenn Hill on the front row. Todd Ricker to the outside. Dave Wadsager. Iracing.com pace truck into the safety of pit road, and the beasts come alive here tonight at the last great Coliseum. It'll be car number 51, or 511 actually, leading lap number 1 here tonight with Todd Ricker behind him. Horner's back there, and then the first side-by-side battle. One of them way out of shape. The 75 of Andy Piercefield, the CoolRay entry as they go 3 wide down to the corner number 3. Andy Piercefield absolutely wiggle-wobbled and out of shape. And oh, Tater Williams right there. He just got a little piece of that number 75 CoolRay entry as he is down to the bottom side of the speedway. Everybody freight trading Tater Williams up to the outside here tonight. Glenn Hill still out front here. Andy Piercefield still in that 75, trying to work his way back to the outside groove here. He just cannot, the driver out of Georgia, not get back to the outside. Tater Williams is going to get by him. A little contact, little rubbing is racing. 3 laps in the books this time by. There you see your race leader. Glenn Hill going to kind of stretch it out just a little bit. About 4 car lengths lead right now over Horner. 3 wide racing back there. That's car number 15, Chase Wascombe. Oh, contact right to the outside lane there. One of them going to go around 16 hard into the outside wall. Car 16 into the outside wall of Dave Wadsager. And no, he has flipped it onto the wall. He will get his 16 rocket chassis off the wall, and he will come down pit road real quick. So the first caution flag flying here tonight with 5 laps of green flag racing in the books. Dave Wadsager getting turned around and hard impact into the outside wall and then flying back down into the inside retaining wall. Let's take the look. The truck does say they have what happened to Dave Wadsager on camera, so let's take the look. There you see car 15. You see the 28. I believe that tonight here, that was Hutchinson turning the 16 around, and there you see Brandon Combs, nowhere to go. Right on board with that CoolRay onboard camera. There you see a little bump, a little touch, and then around goes the 16 of Wadsager up over on his lid. And then down pit road he went. So he will be able to carry on if you're a Dave Wadsager fan because, well, he is back out onto the speedway already. These drivers are racing virtually on the Iracing.com platform. As you see the 28 of Dylan Hutchinson being assessed an EOL penalty for contact that could have been avoided here tonight. He did cause the caution, so he will tag the back of the field. Still plenty of time, 25 laps here to work his way through the field to get back towards the front of this one. There's your race leader. Justin Glenhill started on the front row and was able to start to stretch out his legs there in the first couple of laps that we did have the green flag racing here tonight. Race fans, whether you're watching us here tonight over on the Pro Late Model Dirt Series Facebook page, we thank you for tuning in tonight. If you're watching live over on the Turn 3 Racing Network Facebook page or live on the YouTube side of things, we thank you for watching the Pro Late Model Dirt Series presented by ShowMeDirt.com. We thank you for your continued support to us on the Turn 3 Racing Network and the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. We're here live from the Bristol Motor Speedway to bring you all the racing action weekly, every week on Wednesday, and once a month on Tuesday. When we have our doubleheader shows, we will head to Lernerville for our doubleheader for the Uncle Sam 25 next week with the Freedom 100 on Wednesday, Tuesday for the Uncle Sam 25. Track back home here towards our Turn 3 Racing Network studios back in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. Iracing.com pace truck down and away. 25 laps to go. It'll be 24 when they cross the line. The green flag is back into the air as we race into turn number 1. Straight to the top side goes Justin Glenhill, but here comes Horner. Horner will jet to the inside down the back straightaway. He'll go to the bottom. Slide job coming. He'll slide up in front of the race leader. Will he be able to rock it off the cushion? He will. He'll lead that lap, and here comes the 51. Justin goes right back down to the bottom. He'll drive it top shelf, and here comes the 86. He'll turn right back under. Here comes the 15 now of Chase Wascom. Wascom wants to lead a lap here also as he goes to the bottom side. Couple cars getting turned around, I believe. Caution lights back out onto the speedway here. The big wide Bristol Motor Speedway collecting a couple of them. That's the 28 of Brandon Combs and the 25 of Cody Terry. I believe Cody early in the 3E may have also got a little piece of the action as the caution lights are back on for the second time here this evening. Let's take a look back here real quick and actually see what happened. It was just out the corner of our eyes that we were watching. Watch the 28. Oh, the 28 gets into the back of Marlowe, and then Cody Terry nowhere to go. Brandon Combs driving that 28 here tonight. Right on board with our Evolution Racing Technologies onboard camera. He got tagged and turned around too as he lifted because he saw the carnage that was coming down to the bottom side of the speedway. Over top here, our great camera shots here tonight presented by ShowMeDirt.com. Our drone footage high above the speedway. Saw the contact, and then everybody gets involved. The 00 of Dustin Kenyon just squeaking by as he pinballed his way through. There you see the 00. That rocket chassis has a little bit of damage. Or sorry, that Longhorn chassis actually there for Dustin Kenyon. One of the drivers that actually has the Longhorn chassis here tonight. Only 4 of them in the field. Surrounded by a ton of those Rocket XR1 chassis. Your leader in the 86 here of Horner will choose the inside lane. So we'll go back racing. Under 25 laps to go. Should be about 21 laps, I believe, when we do take the green flag here tonight. One driver down on pit road there. That's the 41. Looked like the 41 car having some suspension issues. Pace truck gonna head to the safety. We're firing off. Green flag just like that back into the air. And a great start by Horner. Horner gets a great start as he jumps out into the race lead. Here comes car number 15, Chase Wascom, right deck down to the bottom side. Little contact back there, the number 9 of Todd Ricker, up into the 22 of Brandon Bender. Bender has picked up 7 spots since the drop of the green flag. One car way down onto the bottom side of the apron, very slow, was car 41. Brian Molly's coming back out onto the speedway. Horner's getting some pressure, though. Jacob Lassiter showed the nose. He was there for a moment, and then something happened, and he had to back off. One car into the outside wall, banking it off the corner. I believe that might have been the 511 entry. But this battle here for this position, car number 15, Chase Wascom, down to the bottom side of the speedway. He really loves to go down low, but he loves to fly high around the outside. That's how Brandon Bender's going to pick that spot up from car number 15. So that'll knock Chase Wascom back to P number 5 on the running order. Look at Josh Myers, though. Josh had himself a little bit of a whoops-a-daisies, and now he is back up here inside the top 10. He's running 6th currently as he just got around the number 9 of Ricker. Battle back here, John Talkington in the 48P. The D&M entry. Up 3 spots since the drop of the green flag. There's Dylan Hutchinson right out in front of both of these drivers, Cody Terry. The GBC entry now going to go under attack. Couple drivers jumping up over the cushion here tonight. Horner still out front over Jacob Lasser. Justin Gledhill has been able to claw his way back into the 3rd position. Brandon Bender is still running 4th. Chase Wascom is 5th. One car having a little bit of issues there. That's car number 41. 15 to go. It'll be 14 when we come back across the line here. Warner tried to make his presence known as this is his first race with the series. Had to come through the Spring and Fall Nationals, which you are still able to sign up for, race fans, if you're interested in joining the Pro Late Model Dirt Series presented by ShowMeDirt.com. You have to head on over to the Pro Late Model Dirt Series Facebook page and sign up for the Spring or Fall Nationals. Unfortunately, the Spring Nationals are done. The Fall Nationals coming up in a couple of months here. That's how you can join and get into the sanctioned events for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. Brandon Bender, though, trying to bend the bottom of the speedway to his advantage. Not quite able to do it. Somebody going around towards the back of the field. John Talkington has gone around the 25 of Cody Terry. No caution flag has come out, so John Talkington stops it on the speedway. So the caution flag will fly then by the car number 48P coming to a rest and a stop on the straightaway. Our 3rd caution flag of the evening has come out. John Talkington, Cody Terry, both involved with heavy, heavy damage to the number 48P. The RPM Racing entry heads to pit road. If he has a quick repair, let's see. We're going to find out real quick. Well, I thought we were going to see. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Just like that. Magical buff out. Panels are all straight, courtesy of the fine folks over at Iracing.com. What happens here is the 48P's down on the bottom side. There you see the 28 of Hutchinson. Oh, everybody ran out of room. Everybody ran out of room on the straightaway there. And there you see the 48 of John Talkington trying to get the car refired. So that's what actually brings out the caution flag. Let's ride on board. Riding on board with John Talkington as he goes to the bottom. You see the 28 go up to the outside, and next thing you know, coming out of the corner, there's the 25. Slipping and sliding on dirt, sometimes you just don't know where your competitors are going to be, but that man knows where all his competitors are. His name, Kobe Horner, making his first ever start here. It's always good to see new blood come into the series. Got to earn the stripes, though. And he's certainly showing that he has veteran stripes on his shoulders, because they're going to have to be big. They're going to have to be broad here tonight to hold off drivers like Lassiter. Wascom's coming up through the field. Bender's right there. Tater Williams has picked up to the 9th position. He's not having a bad night, but hasn't been able to crack inside the top 5 all evening long. So we're getting at least another double file restart right here to see if we can knock inside 10 to go here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. It's the clash at the Coliseum, the first ever clash that these drivers have ran here. Horner will go to the inside. He'll fire it back off, and we'll go racing. Looks like a little scoring glitch here as, oh, big moment. That was the 51, or the 511 entry up into the wall, and so was the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. As look at him jacked up 3 wide. Andy Piercefield down to the bottom of the CoolRay entry. He's down to the bottom trying to make things happen, and now he'll fall back a spot. Chase Wascom's there. Wascom going to go to the inside. He'll make a daring move down to the bottom. He thinks it's time to go. One of them right up against the outside wall. That's the car number 9 of Todd Ricker, and Ricker going to cut the nose to the 182 of Tater Williams. One driver really throwing it in, slide job, and now he's going to bounce off a couple of them. He's going to wad the field up. Big junk. Big junk down there. 4th caution flag of the night. Todd Ricker, no place to go. He is involved. He is on his lid. Brandon Combs, Dylan Hutchinson, Todd Ricker, Tater Williams, John Talkington, all involved here. Possibly a couple other drivers also. Watch it back. We're going to have to take a couple angles at this one, I'm sure. There you see it, slow-mo. Look at him, just 4, almost 5 wide down into the corner. See the 28 really of Combs jump up over the cushion. Tap the 18 there as he went to go by. And then it was on like Donkey Kong. Nowhere to go. Brandon Marlowe piling in. Look at Tater Williams. He got airborne, and I believe that's Combs doing a kickflip. And then Talkington comes in, nowhere to go with his shovel nose. Kenyon's able to scoot, and boogie right through this, I believe. As wow, look at Combs. Really go for a crazy ride. Combs went for the crazy ride, and I believe that was Hutchinson then that went for a even crazier ride. Let's ride on board with Brandon Combs. Hello, Tater Williams. How about this? That was the bar camera here mounted inside the cockpit of the 28 of Dylan Hutchinson. Holy cow. So the whole field has been shaken up here by that caution flag. It'll be Horner, Bender, Glenhill. Wascom, your top 4 drivers. Lassiter will re-rack into that 5th position. Then it'll be Piercefield, Myers, Wadsiger, Kenyon, Terry, Early, Talkington, Combs, Williams, Marlowe, Hutchinson, Ricker, and Vols. Single file restart here as we are inside 10 laps to go. Iracing pace truck down off the racing surface. Green flag back into the air. Look at Brandon Bender. He's getting attacked right now. Oh, to the inside, and there's lots of slick down there. You saw the 511 of Glenhill go down there, and he absolutely turned that car sideways. Now he'll drive it in straight right up against the outside wall down to 3 and 4. He'll lose a little ground as there goes car 15. Chase Wascom now moving up into P number 3. Couple cars really jockeying for position. Caution flag back out onto the speedway. As I believe Hutchinson involved again in a wreck here with 6 laps to go. I believe that might be the strike on the 28 of Dylan Hutchinson. Brandon Marlowe involved. John Talkington involved in this one also. Let's see, they get wadded up, 3 wide, bounced off each other and kept it going. Went down into the corner. Oh, Tater Williams and John Talkington. Hard. There's Brandon Marlowe, loses the front end of that 37, and then the John Talkington entry up onto his roof. We see the 48P bouncing off the 28 of Combs. Cody Early nowhere to go to the outside. On board with Brandon Marlowe. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Big track, high speeds, and just nowhere to go. Race leader has led them all here tonight. Couple drivers to pit road. John Talkington, Cody Early are pit side currently. Volley's also down there. Brian on pit road with the 41. He'll get credited here tonight with a 18th place finish. John Talkington looks like he's going to get scheduled to finish back into the 17th spot. Cody Early does rejoin the racing surface, so he'll see if he can pick up a couple of them. He did stay on the lead lap, so Cody Early will stay on the lead lap here tonight. He'll just have to restart back into position number 16. So can he do it? Can he come in and win? Horner gonna lead us down. Green flag back up. Here comes Chase Wascom. He'll take the bid down to the inside. He wants to get Brandon Bender right here, right now on a restart. This time by, we will get the hi, how are you? 5 flags as Chase Wascom through the big slider. Here comes the 22, double B back down to the bottom side. He'll go to the bottom. He'll throw the slider this time up on Chase Wascom. See if he can get it to bite off the corner. He's not going to quite be able to do it. Chase Wascom back down to the bottom side. Will he throw the slider up? That time it's a long slider, and he's going to bank it right off the cushion. He'll drive away down the straightaway. 22 of Bender, though, was able to reel him in right at the end of it, but he's not going to have the momentum to throw the slider on car number 15. He'll be able to pull even just behind them. The 251 are having the battle. The 251s, that is, back there. That is Glenn Hill and Jacob Lassiter. Lassiter having brand new colors on his car here tonight. That brand new 51, the yellow entry. Glenn Hill to the outside. This time, Horner will come to the stripe and he'll see 2 flags in the air. Popsicle sticks with 2 laps to go here. Chase Wascom back down to the bottom side of the speedway. He's throwing a slider line here tonight to try and get some grip, and it works for a while, and then it goes away down in 1 and 2. This time, they're going to look to pick up the white flag. It'll be 1 lap to go here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. He comes in as a rookie. He has not raced this season with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, presented by ShowMeDirt.com. And here tonight at Bristol, he'll be the last great gladiator in the last great Coliseum. Colby Horner will go to victory lane. Chase Wascom, Brandon Bender, Jacob Lassiter, Justin Glenhill, Josh Myers, Andy Piercefield, Todd Rickard, Dave Wadseiger, Brandon Combs, your top 10. Cody Terry, Dylan Hutchinson, Dustin Kenyon, Brandon Marlowe, Tater Williams, Cody Early, John Talkington, and Brian is your unofficial results here tonight. So there's your race winner, race fans. And once we take a quick break here tonight from the Bristol Motor Speedway, we will be back and we will see what some of these drivers had to say after a great run here tonight at Bristol for the first ever showing for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series. Race fans, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here tonight to wrap things up from Bristol.
The Pro Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by ShowMeDirt.com. Torque Graphics, 107 Tire and Service Center, CoolRay Heating and Air Conditioning, Vortex Wraps, Damion Patton Real Estate, Houston Guttering, CK Racing, Evolution Racing Technologies, 946 Designs, Combs Cuts, Scott Morgan Flooring, Marvel Portable Welding, Jeykell Controls, Evolution Bodies, Collins Lawn Care, and Justin Sick Iracing Photos.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Bristol Motor Speedway, where it is covered in dirt. All the fans are covered in dirt, and there is dirt in my drink. That's what I absolutely love. Tonight, the Pro Late Model Dirt Series ascended here on the last great Coliseum for the clash at the Coliseum. And boy, did they put on one heck of a show for all the race fans tuning in all over the interwebs here tonight. Whether you're live on Facebook, YouTube, or over on the Pro Late Model Dirt Series Facebook page, we thank you for tuning in from wherever you are here tonight, race fans. And they put on one heck of a show. A rookie was able to come here to Bristol and kind of slay the other gladiators that took the field. 18 of them took the green flag here tonight. And we have standing by with us your top 3 finishers. Let's start things off with the driver who put himself in victory lane. Let's go down trackside to talk to driver of the 86. As Colby Horner, you're able to come in here tonight as an unknown, but you will go out on top of the pylon. Everybody now officially knows your name. How did you come here to Bristol tonight as the unknown, leaving as Mr. Popular?
I'm just thankful to be a part of it. I'd like to thank Torque Graphics with Josh Myers, Sergeant Lunsford, and Bilox, Mississippi. He helps a lot. And lastly, I'd like to thank myself. And that'd be it. I just do it all.
Well, hey, you always got to pat yourself on the back, especially when you drive up here through the field and you drive with and race with drivers like Chase Wascombe and Jacob Laster, Brandon Bender, and there's a slew of drivers. 18 of them took the field here tonight. How was it for the first race ever here for the Pro Late Model Dirt Series at the Bristol Motor Speedway?
It went pretty smoothly there. Through 1 and 2, we kind of had a rut through the center there. If you had to hit it right, you won the race. And I just hit it right,
It's all about hitting your lines and being consistent here tonight. Horner, though, it's your first race. We're going to see you when we head to the Lernerville Speedway next week at for the Uncle Sam 25. We're going to see you both Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Thanks, sir. I don't know.
Well, hey, congratulations here tonight. Colby, who is on the side of this car, who made this all possible back home to make it here to Bristol. All right, it looks like we may have actually just lost connection with Horner, but congratulations to him as he picks up the win here tonight. He was able to dominate here tonight at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Coming home in second, his name is known very well to a lot of you race fans. Chase Wascombe. Chase, you drove your butt off here tonight to finish on the podium.
Yeah, it was very tough, I guess. Just time-consuming. Not a lot of room to pass. And this track's so wide open, it's somebody's got to make a mistake to get around them.
You talk about the track being wide open here tonight. You, though, look like you spent a lot of time down on the bottom side of the speedway.
Tried to. Nobody else was going down there. I knew it was going to come in a factor later on if there was anything down there, and just, man, there's nothing there. I tried it, and it was just so slick. The car, you can't do nothing with it without, losing spots.
Well, if this track is slick, tell me what Lernerville is going to be.
Just as bad. Just not as much momentum, I guess you would say, speed-wise.
Well, we hope you can keep it in the ballpark next week here, Chase. I think leading the points once you leave here tonight, you, I believe, are going to be the new points leader once again. Congratulations. Well, we'll hold off on that one. We're waiting to see what the points tally up, but
Right.
I'm winking your way. You are going to be the points championship leader.
I sure appreciate it.
But who made this back home possible? I know you did some real racing not too long ago, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I thank my Uncle Tim for sitting at home watching. Got to thank my girlfriend for watching the kids and keeping them occupied to let me get on here and have fun every Wednesday whenever we get to get on here and race. But personal sponsors on my actual car is Skid Pro, 10M Motorsports, Last Minute Cuts, 5 Cent Enterprise, TCC, PRP Suspension, The Bearded Sportsman, and Extreme Graphics. But like I said, I'd like to thank Milder Media and Design also for this paint for this iRacing scheme. And also thank y'all to Turn 3 Racing Network for putting on such an awesome broadcast, and shout out to Cody for what he's created here and how awesome this is turning out to be week in and week out.
And there you hear it, race fans. He will be your new points leader leaving the Bristol Motor Speedway. Chase Wascom taking back his crown here at Bristol as he finishes on the podium. He will go second here tonight to Horner. And now, race fans, I know what you're saying. Where's the wild child? Well, we got him here. Double B, Brandon Bender. A podium once again. You wheel this 22 through the field, picking up 9 positions. How did you skedaddle through all these cars?
You just got to be patient. Sit back there and bide your time. You can't win it on the first 10 to 20 laps. You just got to make your moves when they come to you.
Well, it's spoken like a pure veteran, whether you're in your real car or here on the iRacing.com platform. But tell us about the experience here tonight. We heard it's wide open all the way foot to the floorboards, and the track is wide also, but not a lot of passing room.
Yeah, this track's very hard to pass at. It's hard to pass. It's hard to run wide open all the time. You make one mistake, and there goes all your momentum. It's a big momentum game.
You were able to keep the momentum up in that number 22. Had to start a little bit deeper than you would have liked. What happened back there in the heat race?
One lane, couldn't make any passes that I couldn't make any clean passes anyway, and I don't like rubbing doors. I don't like knocking people out of the way, so I just settled with it. I knew I was already in the show, just had to see what I could do in the feature.
Well, you put on a show here tonight, Brandon, who made this all possible here to race with the Pro Late Model Dirt Series.
I'd like to thank the guys back in the Discord. They've helped me out tremendously, trying to stay smooth on the wheel, stay smooth in the throttle, which you really don't need that here, but it's helped a bunch. Racing with fast guys will only make you faster.
Absolutely. Brandon Bender, race fans, is able to bend his way around this speedway and finish into the 3rd position. A great showing by all the drivers, but they had to chase Horner. Horner came in as an unknown, and now all you race fans know he took that sword and he threw it back in the rock and said, all right, guys, let's see if you can come and take it now. Horner claims his stake here at Bristol. Race fans, Bristol was great, but it's going to be great to come home to the Keystone State when we head to Lernerville next week. Lernerville, we will kick things off on 6/29 in the Uncle Sam 25, a 25-lap feature event at Lernerville. Then we come back on Wednesday for the Freedom 100 at Lernerville. Which one's going to go visit the boat? You guys may not get that joke this week, but next week when you tune in right back here to the Turn 3 Racing Network, you will understand what that means when we do go racing once again. For everybody, though, at the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, everybody with ShowMeDirt.com, and all of us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, we thank each and every one of you for tuning in here tonight to watch the Bristol Motor Speedway race for the Clash at the Coliseum. Until we see you next Tuesday night, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we will see you at the races.
The following has been a production of the Pro Late Model Dirt Series, not to be reused without permission or the written consent of the Pro Late Model Dirt Series in any way, shape, or form. We hope you've enjoyed this broadcast.